Welcome everybody. I'm Jason Viator. I'm here with Ty Bishop, and it is interview time.
Oh boy.
Well, I'm going to start. I'm sure everybody's wanting to know, why are you on crutches? What did you do?
Honestly, it's an injury that I've had for a while, and yeah, a lot of people have been asking. I had to have microfracture surgery, so they drill holes into your bone to make cartilage regrow because I had no cartilage in my right knee, so I'll be hobbling around for a little while.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah, super fun.
Ah.
Super fun.
Okay. Well, shall we get to it?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. First question. Nice little cards. This one goes...
My logo. The logo. It's a T and a B.
This one comes from @PainTheOnePhantom 2999. How difficult was it becoming a singer? Oh, that's a good one.
I think that, for me, I don't even feel like I'm a singer. Like, I don't know. I always wonder what it's like to be a singer. You know, even though I sing and I do, like, rap on songs, you know, I think it's a learning process, and I don't know. I don't know if the label of a singer really fits me, but I think doing what I do is, it's been a learning process. I've been at this 12 plus years. Ever since I was little, I was singing, like at 8 years old, I was singing to Aerosmith. Wanting to be like Steven Tyler. I mean, it's constantly a learning thing, so I'd say it's difficult.
All right. Well, that's a great question. @PainTheOnePhantom 2999. That's a good one.
That was a good one.
All right, let's see here.
Brought to you by Red Bull. It gives me wings.
Next one. Oh, there's nobody on here. What is your spirit animal? That's a great question, man.
That is a good question. What is your spirit animal? Yeah, it's hard,
I don't even know what a spirit animal is.
I think my spirit animal would be a pug.
Ah, I can see that.
Because I just want to eat and sleep and lay in the sun all day.
Mmm.
That's my spirit animal.
Do a little bit of snorting?
Yes, snorting. Just a big fat bug. Bugging people.
That's a good question.
I
don't know if I have a spirit animal.
We'll think on it.
Yeah, I can think on that one.
Your spirit animal is a Bud Light.
Ooh, yeah. Speaking of which, this next one, @Teddy of Panda, or let me, @Teddy.of.panda.320. I'm not sure how to read Instagram. Says, how did you start? Ooh, any tips for beginners? Oh, double part.
That is a double question. I started, honestly, it goes back to when I was like 8 years old. I mean, I was sitting there with like pots and pans on my bed, like banging them, trying to sing along to Aerosmith.
Yeah.
And then later on, I just progressed. I had a really, like, it was like a 50-cent microphone. Like, it was like this big. It wasn't even like a condenser mic. It was like something you would do for like webcamming. And I put that up, try and record with that, or I'd use a tape recorder and speakers, and I'd just try and create songs out of existing songs and try and make them my own and sing along, see how I sounded, and then it just progressed into what it is today. And the second part of that question was, any tips?
Any tips for beginners? Yeah.
The tips that I have would be, don't stop. You know, there's been plenty of times where, like, and you can attest to this, that there's plenty of songs in my past that I thought were amazing at the time, and then they weren't good at all. But that made me keep progressing and stay at it. So, I mean, if you're passionate about it and you really want to do it and you want to sing and you want to get music to be your outlet, continue on with it and keep pushing forward. Try and get better each time, and eventually, you know, you'll have songs that people don't think are as bad as the ones that were back in 2010.
So, way better now.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe one day we could do a live where you can possibly share some of those
No.
back in the
No.
day.
I'm not sharing any of those songs. No, those are stay in the vault.
They're pretty bad.
Yeah.
They're
I
pretty
was
bad.
learning.
Hey, that was a good question. All right, next one. All right, we don't have a. Oh wait, we do.
Was that a double question?
It's a double question. At Wickthor. At under. Oh, sorry. At underscore Wickthor underscore. Do you like football?
Oh yeah. Favorite sport.
Yep.
Yep. Go Green Bay. Green Bay Packers. He's a Cowboy fan.
I can already hear it. I can hear it from miles away.
Yep. Everybody.
And what is your favorite song? Ooh.
So like my song, or I guess
What,
my song, or
okay, well let's do this. What is your favorite song of yours?
My favorite song of mine.
And then I'll ask a different one.
Okay, I feel like that's really a hard one, because like it really depends on the time. Like I have a favorite song that I just created, a couple days ago. That's my favorite right now. But I think my favorite of all time would probably be I'd probably say Ghost. Ghosts are stories.
Yeah.
I mean, go ahead.
I've seen that. That's a lot of people's favorite. Ghost is a lot of
Ghost
people's
is a good one. I want to redo that one, kind of put a different twist on it. I do like that song a lot.
Are you saying part 2?
I don't know what I'm saying.
A remix.
I don't know.
Either way, it's part 2.
Yeah, we'll have to see. What's your favorite song of mine?
My favorite song is Stories.
Is it?
Stories, I think, is your best work. Followed by Ghost. Ghost, you really transitioned really well from Stories to Ghost in that album, in Descent.
Yeah, it is definitely a unique album. I will say this, and this is a side note. Just because those are my favorite doesn't mean it was the funnest to make. Like I know that we together made a song called Reset,
Yep.
and Reset was really fun to go film the music video. I mean, it was
Thank you, Gabby, for videoing.
Yeah, thank you. It was really fun. I mean, we made a whole entire day trip out of it.
Yep.
I mean, made it work with what we had.
Put a big dent in his head.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. Trying to. Yeah.
That was your idea, though.
It was. Still got the dent in the hood of my car, but no. Yeah. But like when we collaborate, especially like on our recent stuff, like Can't Hear the Whispers, and that's his song. So go check out his profile. It's just very different from what you hear from me as a solo artist, and it really, I don't know, it branches out. So those are some of my favorites too.
It branches out the genres.
Yeah,
the
for sure.
Style that you can create.
Yeah.
And I mean, since this was such a broad question, what is your favorite song?
I think my favorite song ever, I mean, it's Chester Bennington, all day, every day. Iridescent by Linkin Park is probably my favorite of all time.
Wow.
That's probably my favorite of all time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. You heard it here first.
You heard it here first.
All right. Good question.
Those are really good cards, actually.
Yeah. I mean, I'm being biased. Obviously, the songs that I'm on, I really like, but nothing compares to Stories. I mean, I think that was your best work. Your rapping, your singing, the delivery, the story.
Yeah, the story
behind it. I mean, it's basically saying, this is how hard I had to work to do this, and I'm not going to stop.
Yeah. No, thank you. Thank you.
All right. Next one. Okay. Don't know about no name on here, but do you like working with other artists?
Well, that's a good question. Well, I think that kind of piggybacks off of this. I mean, I like working with you, but I mean, and like Jason Burkhardt and like our project that we got going on. But honestly, there's been a lot of artists in the past. I've worked with a lot of people, and there's an ego when it comes to artists that's like, I'd rather be solo. I mean, I've worked with even local artists that's like didn't even do music until I worked with them, or like anything, and now they're just too proud and too good. And it's like, I think there's something to be said about staying humble and just always being about the people that support me, you guys, you, Gabby, everybody. It's like the minute you start losing humility and who you are as a person, you start getting wrapped up in your own self.
You forget where you came from. You forget where you started.
Yeah, and I try and hold on to that, and I think those artists are great to work with. People that are just they enjoy music and they want to share that.
Yeah, you've worked with quite a bit of artists. You've been patient with artists, and putting yourself first to be able to collaborate with those people.
Well, I believe in people, and sometimes in this industry, it's disappointing to see. Like once people start getting a name, they forget about you, or once they start doing shows, they forget about you, or whatever it is. It's just it's a ruthless game, and if you're a humble artist and you really want to sit down and make good music and be passionate about it, cool. If you have an ego, I don't want anything to do with you. So it's a love-hate relationship when it comes to working with other artists.
That all depends on who you are.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Wow, there's a lot more to go. All right.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Now that we're full off. Are you ready?
I'm hot again, but yeah, I'm ready.
It ain't southern hot, but it's hot. So this one comes from @Tom_Amun15. Hopefully I said that right. Would you rather study music or history? I know the answer to that one as far as me, but this isn't about me.
I mean, I think school when I think of that question. So like, which one would I rather do? And I honestly, this might shock you, but I think that I'd rather study history. Like I study music every single day, but I do it on my own terms. I feel like if you're in a classroom, you're kind of guided by what they're teaching, and that's not interesting to me. And I actually really like U.S. history, world history, and learning about that stuff, because I would have no idea how to research that. I know how to research music and what I want to know.
Google.
Google! Everything I want to know.
Google has all the answers, right?
Yeah, so I like finding out music on my own. So if I were to take school, it'd be history. But if I were to study something on my own, music all day, every day.
Okay. And by the way, guys, if we misinterpreted these questions, feel free to send a message out.
We'll do it again.
We'll do it again, or we can answer them right there in the comments. Good question. That surprised me. I wouldn't go for history at all.
Really?
No.
I enjoy it.
No. All right. This is a really good question here. Strangest thing that's happened while you're singing?
Oh, that's a good question. Honestly, I don't think anything is too crazy has been when we were like performing shows or anything. I think if anything, it'd be like during karaoke. There's been some really strange things that have happened during karaoke. Like, I can think of 2 examples that really, really shocked me. One, you and I were singing, and that like middle-aged blonde lady just would not leave me alone. Remember?
Yeah.
And like everywhere I went, I turned right there, like in my face, and like she looked at her friend because someone was recording it, and she looked at her friend and was like, "Oh yeah," like.
Remember,
like,
I think we have it recorded.
Yeah.
We have it
I might
recorded.
have to post this.
We might have to post this now.
But like she was
with this question.
I was so uncomfortable that at some point during this, like I just had enough of her like coming into my personal space that I just shut my eyes to pretend that she wasn't there and just kept singing. I was all like, if I can't see you, you can't see me type of thing. Oh yeah, that was an awkward one.
I mean, karaoke it's never short of entertainment.
Oh yeah.
Different people, a lot of alcohol involved, which at the bar.
Well,
but
there was another time, and I don't think you were there, but I was singing, and I look over to the right at the back door, and this lady walks in, this big lady, like bulky lady, like muscular, wearing like this like fur coat, and she looked like a Viking. I was all like, oh my gosh.
Was it Halloween?
No. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is intense. So I should continue singing and like get done with my song and everything, and you could just tell people are very like uncomfortable with whatever's going on. And I get up to sing again, and like I see her coming up behind me, like when I'm singing and I'm just doing my thing. You don't expect anything. Then all of a sudden I look down and there's like this hand coming up in between my legs, and I was like, exactly. I was like, what is going on here?
I couldn't done that any better.
I was like, what is going on here? I just looked down, there's his hand, and then all of a sudden, boom, grabs my crotch.
No.
She got kicked out. But I was all like, what just happened? What just happened? And being an entertainer, I continue singing.
Keep moving.
But guaranteed I hit a high note that I don't usually hit. I don't know. Weird stuff happens.
I actually didn't know about that one.
That was horrible. I was so uncomfortable.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Wow.
So those are the two strangest things that I can think of at this moment, but I'm sure I'll go on.
Yeah, nothing really happens on stage.
I mean, people...
Especially during COVID, there's nobody there.
Yeah,
COVID. Doing it online. But yeah, there's nothing really happening on stage because you're elevated. And if anybody tries to get on, you can push them off or whatever the case may be. And
yeah, after the shows and stuff, like, people get kind of...
Yeah, by that time, some people are 3 sheets to the wind.
Yeah, I think there's a personal bubble. There's always a personal bubble, even with those two stories. Yeah. There's a personal bubble, and, like...
Yeah.
I will...
Even the biggest stars have that.
Yeah, I will give you a hug. I will... like I said, I'm very, like... appreciative of people that enjoy my music, or even when I'm out singing karaoke, but, like, don't touch me in weird ways.
Yeah, no.
That's, yeah.
That's a good one. All right. Ooh, these cards are getting hot. Oh, we got 2 of them. We got 2. So the first one is at youre _of_war. Wow, this one's coming from a long way. What inspired you to make this type of music? Love from India.
Oh.
That is India, because we've got a lot of people apparently in India.
Heck yeah.
That listen to the music.
Heck yeah.
So this is 2 parts, so that's 1.
So what inspired me to make this type of music? I think what inspired me is, like, I listen to all types of music. Like, growing up, I listened to Tupac and then Linkin Park and, like I said earlier, Aerosmith and Kansas and all types of different genres. And I think for the longest time I had no idea what I was doing with music. Like, I would try to be like a gangster rap, and I'm the furthest thing from gangster. But then I was recording, like, actual, like, gang members in the studio. They wanted to do music, so I was recording, like...
Whatever they wanted.
I was the producer, the super music producer.
Yeah.
And so I kind of went along with that, but then I really found my voice later on. It borders on that Linkin Park vibe in a way, and it's really just like, what inspired me is dealing with depression, dealing with past trauma, and having an actual outlet. Instead of trying to make music that I think people want to hear, make something that comes from me, and then it's crazy because it comes full circle, and people want to hear what's real.
It comes from the heart.
Yeah, people want to hear what is actually...
Not a lot of people want to talk about depression and the bad things.
And the hardest part for me is, like, I don't understand how people make feel-good music. Like, the stuff is all like, I'm smiling today and the world is happy. It's like, I don't understand how you do that. I don't. It's all like, mine is very dark and gray, and that's just how I feel. And I'm a happy guy on the outside, but that's because I am able to express what's on the inside.
Through the music.
And that's what inspires me, is just things that I've been through and things that have got me here today. So.
Great. Okay. Second question from the same. At youre _of_war. Okay. If you never made music, what would you be doing now?
Ouch. I don't know. I think
I can answer that.
Okay.
I mean, the only time I've ever known is you being in law enforcement.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
the only thing I can think of.
I'd probably still be in some form of law enforcement. You know, I've really changed everything to pursue this dream of music. Like, I have you know, taking pay cuts from jobs to chase what I feel is my real calling. And I don't, honestly, if I wasn't doing music, if I didn't have that outlet at a younger age, I don't think I would be here. Like, I truly don't. Like, Chester, when I used to sing and scream with him, like, that was like my release, you know. And I think if I didn't have that voice and then take that and turn that into my own voice, I don't think I'd be here. You know, if I didn't have that outlet, I didn't have anything else positive going for me. I was in trouble when I was young. I was, you know, drinking and doing whatever, hanging out with the wrong people. I don't think I'd be here. So the answer is, what would I be doing if I wasn't? I don't think I would be doing anything. If I was had to pick something, maybe I'd stick along the law enforcement lines, or I don't know. I think Target pays $18 an hour. So
yeah, Walmart's paying like almost $20 an hour right now.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my answer to that.
Wow. Some good questions there. This one comes from at YPC Riley. Oh, hey. Shout out to my son. Good job.
It's his son.
Will you perform live?
It's very simple. Simple answer, yes.
Hopefully.
I think this last couple years has been really hard. Like, we had shows lined up, we were getting ready to go, and then seriously, we were promoting this show, big show, COVID. Seriously, a week before we were set to go on stage, we were rehearsing, we were ready, and then
yeah, we had one at the Roxy, and
yeah,
COVID
hit, and then right when I think that I'm going to be able to get back to doing stuff, things were opening up, crippled.
Good.
I mean, there's only so much you can do. So we've definitely been hit with unfortunate situations. But short answer, yes, we will perform and get up on the stage.
Yep. And you'll have to come too.
Yes.
All right, last one. Are you ready?
I am ready for the last one.
This one comes from at BVB20. What are your plans? What are your future plans for music?
Future plans?
Good ending right there.
That is a good ending. I mean, clearly live shows like we just mentioned. Things that we're working on right now. Jason and I have an album that we're doing with Jason Burkhardt, the Bedlam Brothers, so we'll be having that coming out. That's in production now. Also, we're going to be working on your solo album. And if you guys aren't following them, at Jason Viator Music on Instagram. For me, we're going to, well, we are. There's another album coming out, but that's going to be kind of put on the back burner. Music videos, live shows as soon as I'm healed up, and just moving forward. We want to touch a bigger audience, reach out to people, I mean, wherever you are. And I don't really look at it like it's fans. I don't want to build a fan base. I want to build friends. I want to have, everyone's a friend. I support everyone just as much as they support me. So really just make it a bigger family. That's the goal for the music thing. It's just make this into a bigger family.
Family.
Yeah.
Just like.
I don't even know what
you did. Vin Diesel.
Oh, no, you didn't. Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
Coach. Okay.
Well, that concludes this interview.
Good, because I was sweating.
Yep.
It's not the pressure, it's the hotness.
Go check us out at That Bishop Music.
At Jason Viator Music.
Yep.
And more to come soon. Thanks for watching.
Bedlam 2021.